What's going on, everybody? John Anthony, Chairshot Sports, a Sport Corner affiliate, as always, powered by Zoa Energy. Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday night. Obviously, if you watch wrestling, you've been watching us on the channel. We have so much stuff going on. Myself, Jesse B, and a couple other gents were able to break down AEW All In Texas coming up this upcoming Saturday. But on top of that, there's 3 other shows coming up from WWE. We have Great American Bash. We have Saturday Main Event. We have WWE Evolution All Women's Pay-Per-View. And there's a lot of matches to talk about, a lot of stuff to get out. I can't do it alone, obviously. So let me introduce first the young lady I get to co-host with every Wednesday night on the Lowdown, everything AEW. Jesse B, how we doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing tonight?
Doing all right. Ready for some wrestling, baby. And as always, a very, very favorite guest of the show, Lady Alpha. What's going on?
Hey, how are you?
Doing all right. And I know I said it off air, but I need to say it again on air. Awesome job last night in the predictions. Great takes, great conversation between you, Boss Lady, Mike Spedrock, and everyone else on the show. For hopefully you catch that run-in crown for the ladies. Hopefully we see you having.
Yes.
I told Mike, I said, listen, if you're gonna make a little digital copy, you need to look into getting yourself an actual crown to have this person wear on air or ship it to them. You got to figure it out.
I have my own. It just doesn't look like his.
That's fine. If you win it, wear that crown, baby. Wear it. Damn, you're the queen. Do it.
It's just a little tiara that I'm a child. I saw it. I
have one too. It's downstairs.
My daughters have one.
I was like, I have to have one. I've wanted one since I was little.
Why would you not? Exactly. I have one for my daughters.
I bought one for myself for my 40th birthday.
Yay.
That's awesome. My girls have one, and I bought one obviously for. I told Mike, I said I have one that I bought for Queen of the Ring to have on TV to use on the desk. I said if you need me to, I'll ship it out. You need to send that to whoever needs it because you need to have someone wearing the crown when they're on the TV. So awesome. So with that being said, like I said, AEW obviously has an amazing pay-per-view going on in Texas. All In. Their WrestleMania, what they do over there, it's amazing stuff. If you haven't checked out our preview show with me, Jesse B, Aaron Loves Wrestling, and Mike Norton from the Mob Squad, check us out. It's on our YouTube and on our X. But we're here to talk about WWE. And the day is getting kicked off on Saturday with Great American Bash, the NXT card, which is pretty stacked. A lot of things going on there, a lot of different ways it could go with some of the cards. So let's just jump into it. Great American Bash. Let's start with Javon Evans and Jasper Troy. Jasper Troy is your man who came out of LFG, is making an impact. He's the winner on the men's side of LFG. Obviously has attacked Oba, has made his presence felt on that roster, in that locker room. And Javon Evans, your boy's bouncy. He's amazing at what he can do in that ring, whether inside the ring, outside the ring, on the top rope, in it. He's just amazing physically. What a specimen. Personally, it's hard for me to look past Jasper Troy, who needs a win like this coming out of LFG to make himself that dominant force. Sooner than later, I see him going into the world heavyweight picture as far as NXT, maybe getting called up down the road after Mania. But I have Jasper Troy winning this match in a great match. Anytime Evans is wrestling, he's great at what he does. He's had some bangers against Ethan Page previously, but I have Jasper Troy walking out of here with a W. What are your thoughts, Jesse?
I'm going to go with the same. I think Javon Evans puts Jasper over in this one. I just think, like you said, he needs the win coming in from LFT. He needs a strong, solid win to, like you say, elevate himself. So I think that would make the most sense.
Awesome stuff. Yeah. Lady Alpha, what are your thoughts?
I agree with both of you. I think that Troy needs the win. He's been doing great things with his introduction into NXT, but he needs to start showing he's a champion. This man is a champion regardless, and it's time. Don't let the grass grow. Let's just get it moving.
It's hard to deny that boy. Like, it's even when it was him and one or two other dudes, but you can't deny that physique. He's great on the mic this early on coming out of LFG. And just he's so great in the ring, and it's just he has such a presence and an aura about him. Like him coming, once he's got to be the guy to take it away from Oba. He has to be. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see what happens down the road. Get to maybe stand and deliver, but man, Troy has a fresh future. What's going on, Tribal? What's going on? How we doing? Thank you for jumping in. Thank you, Tribal Daddy.
Hi, Chris.
Hey. But yeah, so then another great match, Jordan Grace, Blake Monroe taking on the Fatal Influence, obviously JC and Fallon for the two of them. What happens in this match is definitely going to coincide what happens at Evolution. So again, trying to book the faces and the heels, who stands tall before the actual title defense at the pay-per-view. I think Blake and Jordan are not on the same page at some point. Maybe it's the helping, it's an accidental move here and there, not really coordinating or communicating what they want to do. I think Fatal Influence gets the win here, and it's JC Jane standing there holding the title over her head, saying, "Told you, this is exactly what's going to happen tomorrow night." Obviously, we'll talk about an Evolution, that match, and who wins between Jordan and JC Jane. But I have Total Influence walking out here with the win, obviously with direct implications of Evolution. But I have them taking the win, and kind of showing Jordan and Blake not being on the same page, being a newly formed kind of tag team with the Muscle Muffin. Dude, put that on a t-shirt, man. I love it. Yeah, Total Influence walks out with the win here. What are your thoughts, Lady Alpha?
I agree. I think that it's I can spoil my pick for Evolution.
No, go ahead. It's okay.
I think Jordan's winning at Evolution against JC Jane. I think everything that they've been saying about JC being an easy win for everybody. They keep saying that she's an easy opponent to beat. And I kind of agree, especially with Jordan Grace. I mean, she's not called the Juggernaut for nothing.
Exactly. No, exactly.
So, yeah, I think that Fatal Influence is going to win at Great American Bash. And that's going to give JC a little bit of a false sense of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, yeah, then she's going to be a piece of cake at Evolution. And then she's going to get her heart broken.
I like that. What's going on, Stampede? Stampede showing some love to the ladies, and obviously myself. Stampede, thank you for joining us as always. Appreciate you, man.
Hi, Stampede.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing too. It's so hard. We'll talk about this when we get to Evolution as far as the win, because when you talk about that, you need to talk about Slammiversary. Obviously, the winner of this match at Evolution goes on to face Slamovich in a title versus title, not a unification match, but just a title versus title. So you have a 2 belts insert name here. And we'll talk about that a little bit when we get to Evolution. But yeah, I have it's Fatal Influence wins here, and then we'll see what happens. Jesse, your thoughts on the match?
I just think it makes more sense for Fatal Influence to win. They're an established tag team rather than one that was just thrown together last week. So I think it makes more sense for them to win. I think there's going to be a little bit of dissension between Jordan and Blake Monroe. I had to remember her name now. So I just don't see them going over an established tag team.
No, I agree with that. And Lady Alpha, I know you said, I know we've talked about you haven't really watched AEW. Jesse, I have a quick question for you, not to go into like too much detail or everything. As far as obviously you and me have both watched Mariah May and AEW, we watched the Glamour come up. Amazing match with Toni Storm. Your thoughts as far as what the character has been so far with Blake Monroe, what she is now, just kind of what your thoughts, the presentation is so far over on WWE TV on NXT.
It's definitely not the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not the same. It's watered down, and it's gonna be. That's what WWE does. Like, I watch it, I enjoy the product, but that they take people from other companies and the indies and they form them into their image. They don't give them a whole lot of leeway to be themselves. So it's definitely different. It's something to get used to.
Yeah, I mean, for me, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know how long this is going to last. I think Blake Monroe needs to be in a heel mode, because that's what Mariah does best when she's a heel. That's what she did before she came to AEW. She's just a badass when she's a heel. And I think they need to get her there sooner than later in regards to character-wise. The face thing is like, that's cute when you turn it, but she needs to be a heel first. But I think the tag team match is going to be great. I think we're all across the board total influence. The first title match of the night, Sol Ruca taking on Izzy Dame for the NXT Women's North American Championship. I know I'm in the minority here. And a lot of these shows, the titles stay where they are. And we wait for the big ones to stay and deliver, and maybe Heat Wave, other big ones. But I think the Zarya Sol Ruca partnership needs to start coming to an end. And I think it starts Saturday. Zarya does something to help cost Sol Ruca that title, who also is a speed champion. So it's like she's not going to be titleless. She still has some gold. But with Tatum Paxley joining in to the culling, and Izzy Dame is great at what she does in that ring. I think this is the time. I think Izzy Dame takes that title, it becomes your new women's North American champion, and then the Zarya Sol Ruca program goes into effect, going probably into the Heat Wave toward maybe Survivor Series, whoever show is going to be there. But yeah, that's kind of how I see that going down. But I think, unfortunately, Sol has had an amazing run. I love Sol Ruca, man. Soul Snatcher, probably one of the best moves going in wrestling. So good at what she does. But I think Izzy Dame walks out of here, your new North American Women's Champion. Lady Alpha, I'll start with you. What are your thoughts?
I agree again.
It happens. It's okay.
Of course, the twist for me was the addition of Tatum Paxley to the culling, because I see her. She's made her choice between Sol Ruca and Zarya and the culling. So now this is her having to prove herself, and I think that she kind of interferes a little bit, because she has caused problems for Zarya and Sol Ruca before. So trying to help.
Exactly.
So I think she's going to be instrumental in Sol Ruca losing the belt. Now whether or not they break up, I don't know, because I know they're part of the Fatal 4-Way, aren't they?
They are. And I was going to talk about that too. I think that kind of her losing it kind of puts into those two, and then they lose that match, and then it's like, okay, listen, that's 2-2, and then on that next Tuesday, you start seeing the cracks in the friendship, which unfortunately, because they're a great tag team, but then I think that leads into it. So it's like, you take two. She lost the belt. They lost the tag team turmoil match, and you're like, all right,
that makes sense.
Yeah. So my thoughts. What do I know? I'm just a podcast.
No, it makes sense. It really does. I didn't even think of that. So
yeah. Awesome. Jesse B, your thoughts on who walks out Women's North American Champion over Great American Bash?
I really can't say anything that's already been said. You guys have pretty much both covered everything. So
man. Hopefully we're all right. That would be awesome, right? That's the way it kind of works. Jesus.
So, I'm still waiting for my next perfect prediction. I've done that twice, and I haven't been able to repeat it. And it's like, come on.
Well, it's kind of funny because I'm looking down and I'm like, man, if we could we take all the picks we have here. I mean, who knows? Maybe someone can go perfect. Because if you go perfect in 3 shows, man, like you're the GOAT. Like there's nothing. You don't need to look and go, I need to repeat that. I got 3 shows on one weekend. Right, get out of here. Don't talk to me. I am the give Lady Alpha the crown if she has it. Forget that whatever happened on Thursday. Like that's it. Like do it up, man. Jesus. Stampede has a little some thoughts on it as well. Sol drops the title, but her and Zarya should stay as a team so they can start forming a foundation of a tag team division for the women. I agree with that. Me and Jesse B talk about it all the time. The tag division in men and women needs a solid foundation, needs to be looked at and featured a lot more. So I definitely agree with that wholeheartedly. What's going on, Isaiah? Thank you for jumping in. Appreciate you.
Hi, Isaiah.
Awesome stuff. So then we go back. Let's flip it over to the men on the same title, but the men's version. North American Championship between Ethan Page and Ricky Saints. This match is going to be brutal. These two men, and obviously, for those if you know, they obviously carried it over from AEW, like what they've done there. They carried over to WWE. Them two in a feud for this long is not surprising. They just literally were like, hey, let's just do what we were doing before. Hey, okay, cool. So obviously know each other. Great in the ring. Great work. They can tell a story together. This, unfortunately, and I think it's going to be the swan song for my man, Ethan Page. Love him. He's been doing some stuff over with the folks from over in Evolve as well. over at Swipe Right, but at the Vanity Project. Ethan takes the L here, and I think this is somehow whether he's called up, whether he's Plan B over for Seth Rollins over on Raw or whatever have you. I think this is the swan song for Ethan because he's earned it, he's deserved it. He's amazing what he does. He showed it in AEW. He's been an amazing North American champion. He's great on the stick, great in the ring, great as a champion. Great chasing one as well, but I think Ricky Saints gets his belt, gets his run, probably leading into Stand and Deliver, has a good, nice lengthy run for the rest of 2025 and 2026. But yeah, Ricky Saints, I think, in my prediction, walks out of here as a champion. Ethan Page makes his ascension to the main roster, Raw or SmackDown, what have you. Those are my picks. Jesse B, what are your thoughts? Who's walking out North American champion?
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that Ethan Page retains actually.
Nice. One. Okay. I was hoping we all didn't agree. Like, okay, here we go.
I'm gonna go out on the limb here, and I'm gonna say that Ethan Page retains. Ethan Page retains the title.
Nice. Okay. All right. I like it. Is it going to be clean? Do you think it's clean, or does Vanity Project get involved? Vanity Project.
It's definitely not going to be clean.
All right. So Vanity Project gets involved. Swipe Right, whatever. So Swipe Right is the tag team, and then Vanity Project is the group. Just so everyone, if you don't know, that's kind of how it works. Lady Alpha, your thoughts? Who's walking out as the North American champion over at NXT?
Well, looks like you're on an island.
Yes, I love it. I got my oar, baby. I'm going over. The relevancy, baby. I'm going to the island. Let's go.
Again, I think Ethan retains again with shenanigans from the Vanity Project. I think Ricky is ready for something bigger. And I have a feeling that Oba is going to be coming up soon, so he can go on to fight whoever for the bigger title.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Ethan. I don't really know who he will drop the title to. I know a lot of people like to speculate, but he will drop the title, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be either SummerSlam or the PLE after that.
Ethan Page
or SummerSlam. What am I thinking? SummerSlam. I don't know. Anyway, you're thinking
Heat Wave.
Yeah,
is
that's
PLE for, yep.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I get everything mixed up. But the next PLE Heat Wave, I think is when he will probably drop the title.
Breaking news too. I don't know if either one of you ladies have seen it, especially you, Jesse. Apparently, Heat Wave will be taking place later in August, and apparently he'll be going up against Forbidden Door from AEW
on the same day as Forbidden Door.
I saw that.
Yep. They're going to continue to keep doing that. They're going to continue to keep doing it. That's their plan, Lady Alpha. Their plan is to counter program every single AEW pay-per-view.
My problem with I understand why
petty.
Everybody's right. It is, and it's not helping them out. All it's doing it's actually pissing off their fans that are also AEW fans.
Thank you.
Because they're forcing them to choose. It is the dumbest move, the dumbest thing ever.
Hate it.
There is other ways you can improve. You need to improve, not alienate half of your fans. Because a lot of the fans, especially the older generations, are AEW fans also.
Yep. You can only go for WCW Monday Night War like so long. Like this is what so for those of you that don't know, this is what WCW would do to WWE. So WWE would book like the Garden, and then WCW would come along and be like, "Oh, XYZ, hey, how about we get in here?" Like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you can come in," and they would. Forget counter programming. They would literally take the arena from WWE, and they would just that's a whole other story. But I'm like, dude, there's only so much you can do this, man. I know there's streaming services, and like, listen, I don't want to sit on my couch with a cold beverage in my hand, with my laptop on, my TV on, which I have to do Saturday. Like, and then I want to run as a content creator. I want to talk about Great American Bash after it's over. Why would I do that? There's a huge pay-per-view going for AEW. Why would I got to miss one pay-per-view to talk about the other? It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. But aside from that, I agree with Lady Alpha and with Jesse as well. It's just like, what are we doing? I mean, if you want to run NXT against Forbidden Door, okay, I get it. NXT, cool. As AEW, if I heard that, if I'm Tony Khan, I'm like, okay, NXT, whatever, okay. As long as they're not running major PLEs against the AEW, I'm cool with it. Do what you want with NXT. I don't care. That's fine. But don't be running like the big ones against AEW like we're doing with Evolution and stuff like that. Those that don't know, Evolution was supposed to be up here by me in Mohegan Sun last weekend, July 5th. It's been confirmed. So I could have gone to Evolution, but no, they moved it down to Atlanta. So I'm like, I missed out on that one. But yeah, so breaking news for that. But yeah, I think Ricky Saints, either way, Ricky Saints, Ethan Page, the match is going to be amazing, awesome stuff to see. Then, like you talked about, Oba, moving into the main event, we have Oba Femi taking on Yoshiki for the NXT Championship with Josh Briggs in his corner. This match, I think, is going to be a lot better than a lot of people think. These two boys can go. Big hosses, heavyweights if you want. If you're looking at UFC, heavyweight boys thrown in there. Yoshiki has actually a sumo background too as well, so he can go with big boys. But I think at the end of the day, I think it's the classics. Josh Briggs has said he'll do anything and everything he can to make sure his boy walks out of there champion. I think Josh ends up costing him the belt, thus kind of putting a rift between the two of them, moving the heat wave. Oba walks out still your men's NXT world champion over on Tuesday nights. I'll start with you, Lady Alpha. What are your thoughts on the match and who's walking out champion?
This one was so hard for me. And I'm not saying, I mean, it was so hard because I want I can't even say his name, Yoshiki to win. I want him to win.
Same.
But it's not for the reason that most people think. I don't like him better than Oba. I want Oba to move up.
Get the call. Get the call. Move up. Get out of here.
Yeah. Get him up to the main roster right now because he's ready. That man is ready for the main roster. But he has to drop the title. And Yoshiki, I think, deserves the title. So I really, really, really want him to win, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I've got Oba as walking out and maintaining.
Awesome. I like it. Jesse B, your thoughts? Who's walking out men's NXT champion to close out Great American Bash?
I also think that Oba is going to retain and walk out the champion. I just don't see it going in the other way right now.
It's sad too.
He's such a star.
He really is. He's amazing. And Stampy can tell
Which
you too.
Which could be a bad thing. Because it could keep him down there longer because he's a draw to the show and people want to watch it. And as long as they have the draw for him, why take him off the show?
And that's the problem too that we've talked about. Me and Mike have talked about it. I know you've been on the show too. We talk about as far as like who wins, who loses, why win. The title picture is so sewn up over on SmackDown. You have Cena, you have Cody. Regardless of what you think is going to happen on a SummerSlam night 1 or 2, Cody or Cena, whoever walks out. That title picture with Randy, with Drew coming back. There's so much stuff going on over there on Raw. Now you have obviously Seth with cash in. You have Gunther. You have a lot. You have LA Knight who's going over to the Raw brand. It's so complicated. I would rather, honestly, someone like Oba, who is a draw, like you said, and is a star, to stay where he is, keep doing what you're doing in Florida. Whenever they go out of there, they're going to Philly in a couple weeks, back to the 1800, and they're doing. It's not the 1800. I apologize. They're going to the venue. I'm sorry. They're going to the Met. Whatever they're doing, keep doing that for Oba and keep building up his aura and keep building up the streak of him being a champion, just that dominance. Because put him on Raw now, it's like I said, I compare it to the Roman Reigns era, the Bloodline era. Anyone you threw at Roman Reigns, no, sorry, you could be a champion, not now. It's just not a good time. It just doesn't work out. So I'd rather Oba kind of be relevant, do what he does, and make the matches relevant. And they're good. They make the storylines and the rivalries good, and kind of builds up Oba. Once he does come up, I think he's a hoss, and he's going to get that belt sooner than later. Stampy has a couple of things he wants to say. I don't want to hash too much on the Forbidden Door thing. We'll talk about that. Stampede, I get it. It is shocking. I don't know if it's the bad look is this weekend. That I'll give you. Running all these shows against, I get that. But running NXT against AEW, I'm not worried about that from Tony Khan. You're running the promotional developmental brand up against your show. Like, I'm not worried about that. That's small potatoes. If you're running like SummerSlam against All In, now you have an issue, and that looks a little petty, a little weak. But I'm not worried about NXT. That's kind of like I guess a gauge, if you will, looking at ratings to see what people tune into for NXT. But I don't think that's too bad as far as that. As long as that's the only thing they do, and I start running a whole bunch of other damn pay-per-views around that.
But they're not threatened.
You shouldn't, and Jesse. This goes back to 2 months ago. I'm gonna keep going back to the episode when I told you like AEW should not run, and they're not. And now WWE is the one who's chasing them.
That's what I'm talking about. But WWE is not threatened.
But AEW isn't either, and they shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
AEW's got the long-term storytelling going. They got some great storylines going right now. Some great talent in that locker room, men's and women's. And if you're Tony, you go, okay, cool, bring it, do it, let's go, baby, let's do it. And that's what I love. Let's get these two going back and forth, and let's see who wins. I love it. It's great for all of us who love wrestling. I love it. So that's the start off. That's the start off Saturday. While you're watching Great American Bash, you'll have your laptop on your lap or whatever you want to have on the big screen or the small screen. All In will have started at 3:00 as well. Let's move into the nighttime portion of Saturday night. Saturday night main event airing on NBC and Peacock. Right now, there's 3 matches we're going to talk about. I'm pretty sure tomorrow night SmackDown they'll probably add 1.
Oh, they did.
They did. I don't have it.
Yeah.
What's the match?
Yeah.
What's the match?
They just announced it today. Jey Uso versus Solo Sikoa.
Jay and Solo?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I have a rumor to throw out there. So I saw a rumor that's something. So I guess that makes sense where that came from. Okay.
Yeah, I actually saw the video. It came out of Nick Aldis's mouth.
Thank you, Lady Alpha.
Watch.
No. That the match isn't a rumor. I have a rumor on top of it. No, the match, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Lady Alpha, look at me, outshining me. Look at this, bringing the heat, bringing the news. I love it.
It was just by luck because this annoys me. Waiting till the last minute.
I hate it.
I hate it. Yeah.
Like I waited till Thursday to do a show, and you're still adding matches. Like, what are we doing? Like, come on.
Right.
Like, it's like we're doing this on a Sunday. Come on.
There's still a chance they're going to throw another match in there on Friday, but
not for nothing.
Really
if we're looking at the match, ladies, if I was one of you, I'd be. There's no women's matches on this card. So what are we doing?
Yeah, I noticed.
So let's hedge our bets now. Who's Julia taking on on Saturday night? What's going to happen tomorrow night? Who's Julia taking on? Because it's probably going to be Chelsea Green, to be honest with you.
Oh.
Hedge bet 100-1. Chelsea versus Julia. Let's say it's added tomorrow night. Let's see what happens. But
well, I don't think they want to hand Chelsea a loss that quick.
I hope not, because Julia should not be losing that belt. Jesus, she needs to hold that belt for a minute.
No.
So speaking of the gents, it looks like maybe it's done by design. Maybe it's an all-men Saturday night main event, and it's saving all the young ladies to shine and have all the lights over on Sunday night. But let's talk about it. Seth Rollins, freaking Rollins, taking on LA Knight. Yeah, over on Saturday main event. LA Knight, I've said it before. I think he's the newest member of the Monday Night Raw roster. He needs it. He needs a fresh start. It's obviously I was there in Providence. Cosplay as the man. He obviously came out at the end. People were popping for that guy. He is ready to be on Raw on Netflix. He's kind of wore his welcome over on the Blue Brand. So I think this is kind of the start of that. So I have LA Knight winning here only because I think he's going to piss off Seth so much that he's going to demand him from Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce brings his ass over to the roster. And then here we go with LA Knight just getting his hands on a whole bunch of other people. Whether it be Braun Breaker, whoever else. But I'm excited for that. I think LA Knight gets to win here. I might be in the minority because you don't want Seth taking too many L's. But he can't. When you're Money in the Bank, and that's kind of the myth. When you're Money in the Bank, you can just start throwing the Money in the Bank person. You can just give them L's because the Money in the Bank doesn't matter. You know what I mean? They're going to rise above. They're going to be floating with the briefcase in the waters anyway. They can take L's. But I think for LA Knight to make a debut on that next Raw to get named to the roster, that's my prediction. But I have LA Knight winning there, walking away. Obviously, it's not going to be clean in the least. We'll see what happens. Jesse B, I'll start with you. Who's walking out? LA Knight, Seth Rollins. Who's getting the win?
I'm going with Seth Rollins, and the reason I'm going with Seth Rollins in this situation is he's got way too much backup. And Braun Breaker and what's the other guy's
Bronson Reed.
name?
Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed.
Yep.
Yeah. I think they're going to get involved somehow and cost LA Knight this match.
That's kind of how I think it's going to go, but I just hope against hope. I'm like, well, maybe he gets the win and pisses Seth off that much. So, but that's actually a very good call when you have that much of the firepower and that big of a group. And maybe I don't know when Plan B is going to make itself known. We'll see what happens. Maybe Ethan loses the belt and then pops up that night. We don't know. We'll see what happens. It's all in Atlanta. So we'll see what happens. Lady Alpha, your thoughts. LA Knight, Seth Rollins. Who you see coming out as a winner?
Rollins. Same reason. He's got a lot of backup. And LA Knight has made it his job to piss off as many of those three as he can. And Braun Breaker has his number. He's ready for him. He wants a piece of him. So I honestly think that Seth is gonna take the win. And I mean, to be honest, I really, if Knight wins, I'm good with that because I do like him. He cracks me up every time he's on. But yeah, there's just too much firepower behind Rollins.
And that's exactly why they built the group too. That's exactly to protect Seth in these kind of situations where he needs that help. He has the backup, and these guys have his back to make sure he gets W's, and especially matches like this. So that's gonna be a great match. Let's move on to another great match: Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre. This match is gonna slap. These two boys have such a history. Tell great stories in the ring. But unfortunately for Randy, I can't see Drew making his debut back and then asking for this match and getting it and taking an L his first time back in the ring after a 3-month hiatus from healing from injuries, things like that. And not for nothing, too, Drew gets the win here, outsmarts Randy. This just puts Randy back into the Voices era. You see, this is just more so adds to the heel Randy we're waiting for, whether it happens in a couple weeks, next month, SummerSlam, wherever it happens. Randy's going back full heel mode for the next 6 to 8 months. When it happens, it's going to be beautiful. I can't wait for it. This match is one of those catalysts. Drew McIntyre walks out with a W over Randy Orton. I'm happy. I'm excited to see it. Jesse, your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, unfortunately for Randy Orton, I think the same thing. I think Drew McIntyre is going to come out with the win on this one. It's his first match back in 3 months. I just don't see him losing here, which is unfortunate because both of them could really use a win. Especially after Randy Orton taken 2 L's in the last 2 matches he's taken L's. So he really needs a win. But I think, like you said, this will help fuel the fire in bringing Randy Orton back to the heel Randy Orton.
Then I think that's the Randy Orton we need that's going to get number 15 for him. I'm hoping so now that John has set the record, I'm really hoping against hope. I know he sells it, and his back's in great shape, but he sells it a lot. But I'm really hoping we can get Randy to 16 before he retires, and then he goes away with that, because John's now set the record. So at least let Randy get to 16 and be right behind him in history. I would love to see that. But that's just me. But yeah, I think heel Orton is the one who's going to take a belt, whether it's on Raw or SmackDown. He's the one who gets his number 15. Lady Alpha, your thoughts on the match?
I struggled with this one.
It's tough.
Yeah, it is. It's very tough because, like you said, Randy has taken 2 L's and not little ones. I mean,
big L's.
Yeah. I mean, if he lost to Obafemi or something like that, we would have considered that one maybe a little L because Oba's pretty, he's pretty powerful. But yeah, I agree that I don't see Drew coming back and taking an L. So I got Drew also.
Awesome. Clean sweep. I love it. So let's go to the match that Lady Alpha just informed me is a match. And then with my prediction, I will give the rumor I saw about 20 minutes before I came on the air. Whether it's true or not, we'll see. we'll see what happens. Jey Uso Solo Sikoa is now signed apparently for Saturday Main Event. Again, I don't think I need to tell you this match is going to be amazing. Like these two are great. Jay's good. Solo has been Listen. Solo has done so much for his character in the past 6 to 8 months. Man, this man is growing on me. If it wasn't like I'm such a Roman fan, I'd be cheering for this man all day, every day. Like the comedic factor now that Solo has, like I love it. What I saw apparently, and this white lady when you said this, and I was like, oh, that match makes sense. The rumor I saw about 20 minutes before we came on the air is now Roman is expected to make an appearance in his return at Saturday Main Event to set up a match at SummerSlam. Now, whether this is something putting out to, again, defer to said show already on the air over on Triller, I don't know. I don't think you waste personally, I don't think you waste a Roman return on Saturday Main Event. That's just me. But what do I know? I think you save that for maybe the night after. You save it for Friday. Hell, you save it for SummerSlam. But apparently, Roman Reigns is now rumored to make his return into this match with Solo and with Jay. So we'll see what happens. But aside from that, just talking about the Jay and Solo match, I can't see Solo taking an L there. Again, you want to talk about firepower. You want to talk about factions and groups with Tala Tonga and everybody else now with like JC, everybody that's rolling with Solo. There's no way. I mean, maybe you see Jimmy come down. Jimmy gets involved, tries to help out, but there's no way you can take against that firepower that Solo's running in the family tree. So, yeah, I have Solo walking out with a win here. Yeah, obviously, United States champion title not on the line, but you don't want your guy to take an L after winning a title. So, Jesse, your thoughts? Who's walking out, Solo or Jay?
Where did this match come from is what I want to know. Has there a buildup? Did I miss something? Like, have they even interacted with each other in the last?
Jimmy and Solo are a thing, so I don't know. Again, Lady Alpha, I apologize. You saw, I don't know if there's any backstory told to it, why it was just named. If it was just
there was nothing in the video.
Nothing?
It was just,
yeah, I don't know.
Just an announcement, like the kind that Adam Pearce does, without
it's official.
It's official. Yeah.
Yep. I can now Jimmy and Solo all day. I'm sitting here like I got my popcorn ready because Jimmy, say what you want, man. That man's underrated. I know, the jokes are like who's who. Like Jimmy has separated himself from Jey Uso. And Jesse, not to cut you off and go off on from what you were saying, but to answer your question, I think this is Jay, and if this is. And I think to what I said, the rumor is this match was made so Roman can come back, which is wild to me why you waste this on a Saturday Main Event. And this is you shooting the bullets against AEW. Wow. Talk about being down. I had Roman coming back at SummerSlam in the John and Cody match on night 2. To pull him out for a Saturday Main Event is wild to me. But obviously those rumors will probably in the next 24 hours come to fruition if that's a thing or not. But the only thing I can think of to answer your question, Jesse, is Jay and Solo. This was met so Jimmy can get involved, Roman can get involved, and then we're setting up Survivor Series War Games, I guess, in the next month and a half. I don't know, but I apologize. Back to you, Jesse. I'm sorry.
It makes no sense. They're not even on the same show. They don't interact with each other. Why did this match get put together in the first place? That's what I'm so confused about. That's why I'm sitting here Jimmy versus Solo would have made more sense because they're both on SmackDown.
Yep.
And they could have a potential interaction leading up to it.
Yeah.
But there's nothing going on between Jay and Solo right now. So what the fuck is this match even about?
I mean, you can't. I mean, it's all family business at the end of the day, I guess. If you want to, I mean, it's younger brother getting over and Jay kind of coming down to calm younger brother down. If you wanted to reach for that and go that route with it, you can kind of be like, okay, well,
we're reaching. Anyway.
That's a reach. That's definitely.
Jimmy's go gadget arm reaching.
Wait a minute. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I'm wrong.
Oh,
okay.
It's not Jay. It is
Jimmy.
Yeah.
No, there you go.
I just looked up the post because you were right. I'm listening to Jess. I'm like, wait a minute, she's right. This doesn't make sense. So what did I do? So I went to look up the post, and it is Jimmy. I just read it wrong.
Okay, that makes more sense.
That makes more sense,
okay.
And it kind of still feeds in everything I talked about. Insert a different name here. Jay can get involved. Roman gets involved. we'll see what happens. But Jimmy and Solo, yes, please. I'm here for that, baby. Give me some Jimmy on my TV. Oh yes.
I mean, it's not gonna change my prediction regardless. I'm still going with Solo.
Oh no, same. Also same. I think if Roman does come out, it's after. But again, why would you? I really hope this Roman thing is just false. They can't.
To be fair, on my notebook, I just wrote the last names. So
Uso.
Yeah.
Uso. Yes. I mean, either way, you're right. You still win.
Right. So yeah, my bad. Sorry.
It's all good. No. Please don't worry about it. It's all good. No. As long as we get it. Okay, so it's Jimmy and Solo. That's gonna be good. I really hope Roman, they don't bring it. Man, don't do that. Don't do it to my boy Roman, man. Come on. Awesome. All right. Your thoughts, Lady Alpha?
I agree with both of y'all. It's Solo's got a lot of firepower behind him, even if Roman comes back, which doesn't really play into anything to me. I don't see the point of doing it right now.
Don't do it.
But yeah,
scary danger.
It's definitely going to be Solo that takes this one.
It's got to be. You just give this man the time. Go ahead.
Yeah, it would be such a downgrade for Roman to come back and get involved in this.
Yeah.
I mean, the man's in the main event scene, chasing the championship, blah, 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 holds it for longer than anybody's ever held it, and then you bring him back and you put him in this mid-card story.
So the Bloodline's never been mid-card, but
this Bloodline is.
No, I understand that, but it's still family business. I know, but to go against that, him going after Seth right now doesn't make any sense. He needs to wait till Seth cashes that in. So he really needs to do the family thing first. And it's okay. And me and Mike disagreed on this as well. We talked about it on Friday night Friday night. We disagreed on this. The sexy pick is to come back and beat the shit out of Paul Heyman, crush Seth, beat the hell out of Braun, and get everybody else the hell out of there. And the Empire, apparently that's the name of the group. We'll see what happens. But it's too early. Seth needs to have the belt to make it make sense. So I think the family thing, and again, I told Mike on Friday, we talked about that. I talked about it on Monday when we did the rundown with everybody, like this whole Bloodline 3.0 in War Games. Like, what are we doing? Like, I can't. Like, I love it, but I can't. And I get bringing in, like, where's, like, the next person? Zilla's coming in. Like, who's next? Rikishi's going to come back to be, like, the captain? Like, what do we – come on. This is going to be the third Bloodline incarnate War Games if we do that, if that's the route we go. But I just hope that's what we do. This is it. And Roman – because Roman only has limited time. After another year and a half, he's out. He's going to movies. He's done. He's got – bless that man. I said it happened about 3 weeks ago. But God bless him. 6th child. Welcome to the world. God bless him and his wife. But he has 6 children at home waiting for this man. And he's still on WWE time doing things. Like, he needs to do movies and be at home for 8 months out of the year, raising these kids, being with his wife. And God bless her for like the 3 years he had that belt. So, but all that being said, I agree. I think Roman coming back on Saturday Main Event is wild to me. And that's why I said the SummerSlam prediction of him making an appearance and maybe the John Cena Cody thing and him and Cody doing something at Mania. That makes sense. But Saturday Main Event, man, what are we doing? This has got to be like like something like a breadcrumb for someone to go, shit, maybe I'll watch Saturday Main Event then. I want to see Roman and get away from the AEW stuff. But anyway. Okay, so we all unanimously Solo. Got it. Okay, cool. Let's get into the main event of Saturday Main Event. We have one Gunther, the General, and we get up against the Legend. His last match ever in wrestling, as far as WWE goes, Goldberg for the World Heavyweight Championship. I've seen the theories. I've seen the rumors. Goldberg wins the title. Seth cashes in. This and this happens. Listen. Goldberg loses, goes out on his back, does the right thing, and gives it to Gunther. And Gunther goes over, and that's it. And maybe there's a tease cash in because Goldberg's going to give a couple spears. Maybe they come down to tease during the match. I would love to see Goldberg spear Braun. This. I want to see him spear Braun, and Braun get up and spear Goldberg, and then they slide out. Gunther gets the pin. Like that's literally passing the torch to Breaker, as far as the best spear. That's all I want to see. I could give a shit who wins. I want to see him hit Braun and kind of do his little kick up like. And Braun like stands up behind him, the shot that they always do where he rises, and then him hit Bill with the spear off the ropes, bouncing out back and forth, and that puts Bill down. That's what I want to see. That's the torch I want to see. It was like the spear ever give it to Braun Breaker, because holy shit, that boy can hit people. But I think at the end of the day, Goldberg does not win here. He goes out, he knows what he's here to do. Have his last match in front of his son, in front of the family in Atlanta, his hometown, and do good business for Gunther. So my pick, obviously, is Gunther walking away as the World Heavyweight Champion. Lady F, I'll start with you. What are your thoughts on the Goldberg-Gunther match?
Gunther. Absolutely Gunther. They're not going to put the belt on Goldberg. No.
The man can barely walk.
Well, after what you said about Seth's path to the championship, I honestly thought that he was going to cash in early before, and I was wrong, obviously. I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's meant to cash in here on Goldberg.
No,
no. I think he's meant to cash in on somebody. It's going to be a personal thing. It's got to be a personal thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna, whoever manages to get the belt off Gunther, whoever. That's how Seth is gonna cash in, when it's a personal victory, so to speak.
No, I agree 100%. Like Goldberg, nothing against Goldberg, and I know everyone's getting really mad as far as like Goldberg being like bringing the legend and this and that. This was AEW, and it was Sting going for the world championship, and Sting was the one to lose. Oh, well, Sting did the right thing. He put the guy over. He did the rub. Like, he was here to help him. That's what Goldberg's here to do. It's just everyone, they hate Goldberg. And obviously, Goldberg has had some shitty matches. Okay. I'm not comparing him and Sting. Okay. But that's what WWE's trying to do. And they're trying to do Goldberg right, because he had shitty matches against The Fiend, his stuff against Roman when he had his match. Goldberg had COVID. They threw him in, all that shit. End of the day, Goldberg does his job, puts Gunther over. Now Gunther forevermore is the I retired Goldberg, and now that's his thing. He gets to walk around and talk about forever and a day. So same thing when Brock Lesnar is the 1-20 and 1, the whole thing. So Jesse B, your thoughts on the match? Gunther Goldberg World Heavyweight Championship. Who walks out winner?
Gunther has to walk out the winner here. I mean, if they give the belt to Goldberg, that's just stupid and bad for business. Way. Like,
silly.
Fucking do that shit. It's not even silly. It's just fucking
stupid.
Is what it is. It's fucking stupid is what it is.
Oh, shit.
Just don't. If Seth is gonna cash in right away, still don't fucking do it. Just don't fucking do it.
Yo, I'd go.
That man cannot fucking wrestle. I do not.
He can't walk. He can't walk.
He can cuss himself before he comes to the ring every fucking time he has a goddamn match. Like, the dude's got a jackhammer and a spear, and that's it. That's his moveset.
2 moves to do.
I'm telling you, if they do something stupid, I'm gonna be mad about it.
Who you telling? Jesus. I'm like, yo, that's so bad to Gunther too, man. Like, damn.
Just do not do that to Gunther. Do not smash.
Don't do it to
Gunther
WWE.
Like
don't do it to Raw.
Do it.
As our boys over at the run-in, my boy Big Mike, Nana, don't do that shit. Nana, don't do it. Nana, don't do that shit. So Saturday main event is going to be Saturday main event is going to Saturday main event. I think the Roman thing is a rumor. I saw it quick before I came on here doing stuff, putting the kids down. I didn't have time to investigate it. I think that's a rumor that someone's throwing out to get people no, I don't think Roman comes back on Saturday night. Monday night on Raw or Friday night after that, I get that to build up a match. But Roman's better than 3 weeks of a match. I think that's why I said he comes back at SummerSlam. does his whole thing. If you haven't caught that, catch all my short over on YouTube when I talk about that. I think he comes back and does some stuff with the Cena Cody match. Because obviously Cody and Roman are gone for 3.5 weeks in August because they're filming Street Fighter. So whatever happens there kind of takes both of them out of it. So with that being said, that's Great American Bash. That's Saturday main event. Obviously, All In's going on too. That's Saturday. We all go to bed, get a good night's sleep because we're all going to be up. Well, not that late because AEW starts at 3. They said it's not going to be more than a 6-hour production. So we're guaranteed a nice, good night's sleep.
Wow.
So with that being said, we go into the ladies. And obviously, Lady Alpha talked about a little bit about her picks last night on the run-in with Big Mike and Spedrock. Evolution. Sunday night in Atlanta. This card is, I think it's pretty good. A lot of people said it's rushed. It was built up quick, which it was. But the matches I think are good. They're gonna the PLE itself is gonna be pretty good. There's a lot of implications storyline wise going into SummerSlam and also a lot of stuff on NXT. So with that said, let's jump into the first match, the tag team title match for the ladies. We have Charlotte and Asuka, the Kabuki Warriors, Sol and Zarya, and also obviously from the Judgment Day, Roxanne and Raquel. So I had Raquel and Rox winning this match, bar none, all out, no worry. Before they even announced the other 3 like silhouettes of teams, I was like, "There's no way, I can't see that." But I see what's going on television, the programming, how they're building everything up. Kabuki Warriors, great to see them back together. Sol and Zarya, like we talked about in NXT, I think they're fractured anyway, and this loss to them is going to hurt them even more and build to their program at NXT going to Heatwave. And I love the opposites that attract with Rox and Raquel. Raquel just doesn't want to accept her, but she has to because Liv's still around. She's rehabbing. She's getting better every day. She's going to be back. We get it, Raquel. We get it. The team, I think, that walks out of here because it's not the one we want. It's the one we need. I think Charlotte and Alexa win these tag belts. From what we've seen in the program these past 2 weeks, not friends, the allies of convenience. And those two having belts and this like the problems between them, but yet still being same but different, but also same. Somehow I feel that's the trigger they're going to pull because that's what the way WWE likes to do things. And obviously Judgment Day will get it back, whether it's at, maybe they run it back to SummerSlam and they do something to win it back there. Or they do another PLE. Maybe they go to Paris and do it. I don't know. But I think Asuka Charlotte is hot right now. The pop is big for them. They just dropped some new merch now. I saw that the other day. I think Charlotte and Alexa walk out of here as your new women's tag team champions. Maybe I'm on a limb, maybe I'm on an island, but I have an inkling, I have a feeling. We'll see what happens. Jesse B, I'll start with you. Who's walking out women's tag team champions over on Evolution?
You are actually not on an island because that is who I was going to pick is Charlotte and Alexa.
Yeah.
And I think that Judgment Day is going to end up losing it because Rox and Raquel can't work together. And I think Roxanne Perez is going to end up doing something to cost them the title.
Ooh, I like it.
So I think that it's going to be Charlotte and Alexa Bliss.
All right. Damn, I thought it was going to be an island on this one. All right. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Lady Alpha, your thoughts? Who's walking out of the tag team turmoil match for the ladies?
I actually disagree with you guys.
Nice. I like it. No, disagree. Yes, let's go.
I think that Roxanne and Raquel are going to retain because this is basically Roxanne's chance to basically cement her position within the Judgment Day and to win Raquel over. Because Raquel seems to be the lone holdout here.
She is,
where she's
definitely
concerned. So something has to give. Something has to do. She has to do something that's going to win Raquel over. And if they lose the belt, she's not ever going to get her because it's going to be her fault that they lose the belt.
Well, that's why I feel like
it actually is.
No, you're not wrong in the least, but that's why I feel like that anytime they do the triple threats and like the fatal four ways, all the belts, it's like it's like the protection. Where it's like Roxanne's like, that wasn't even me. Like, I don't think either one takes a pin. I think it's going to be someone else with a two. You know what I mean? Like, that's where She's like, we lost him. Chiquita, what happened? She's like, well, it wasn't even me. And then you get the whole run back of chasing it. But I agree. Judgment Day was my pick the whole time. Probably even up since Monday night at Providence. I was like, no, there's no way. Like, especially when they're getting the L against Carrie's. I was like, what? What? They took an L on what? But I don't know. I just have this weird feeling that they're going to do the Alexa Charlotte thing. I don't know. Maybe because it's Charlotte. I don't know. But I can't get mad about the Judgment Day pick either because that was my pick probably till about 48 hours ago. So
to be fair, Alexa is one of my favorites, and I'm always rooting for her anyway. So I mean, if they win, it's fine with me. I don't care who wins out of those two. I mean, I'm not really familiar with Asuka because she's been out injured the whole time I've been watching WWE. So. Yeah, so I need more time with that.
Kabuki Warriors are a throwback to New Japan and things that they were doing on the indies. And nothing against, like I said, Zolruka and Zarya canceled themselves out for the stuff that's going to happen at Great American. But I just feel like they want the whole weekend. Again, if you watch WWE like you and me do, Leo, obviously you do, Jesse. Like they like that weird pop, like the weird like what's going to get on social, and they win. And it's Charlotte. And it's Charlotte and Asuka looking at each other. Alexa looking at each other like kind of awkwardly wanting to hug and be friends and celebrate, but yet they're like, yeah, cool, we did it, but collectively not as friends, but just because we need to. Like, it's going to be weird. And I think they're leaning into the weirdness of them actually wanting to be friends, but not. But anyway, that's why I think that's what WWE wants. They're like, yeah, let's. Somewhere Paul's like, yeah, do that. That's good stuff. Yeah, let's do it.
Well, I don't think you're wrong per se. I just think they were wanting to get them more in sync in the ring first before they hand them a title.
Yeah, and Judgment Day, that's the same exact reason why I thought Judgment Day was going to win, because this is Rox's one time to look at her and go, hey, look, told you. Look at me. I told you. Would have thought, you and me sitting here, champions, told you. So that I thought the same exact way, but something like 2 days ago, I was just like, I don't know, man. I got a weird feeling. I don't know. But I thought the same way you did. So either it's going to be one of those two. Take the other two out, unfortunately, but it's going to be one of those two, Judgment Day or Charlotte and Alexa. So staying with championship gold, let's move into a big match that has a lot of implications. If you watch TNA, you know what's going down at Slammiversary. The winner of this match will face Slamovich over on Slammiversary in Long Island on the 20th it's going to be title versus title, NXT Championship versus the TNA Knockouts Women's Championship. Not a unification, just a title versus title, so you get a 2 belts, insert name here. JC Jane taking on Jordan Grace for the NXT title. I went back and forth so many times on this, and I'm sure both of you did as well. It's obviously, the sexy pick here is Jordan Grace, because who's the person who knocked Jordan Grace out of the helm of TNA Knockouts champion would be Slamovich, pushed her out, and obviously she went to WWE. So what better way for her to come back into TNA at their Slammiversary, for those who don't know, is the WrestleMania of TNA. This is their biggest event. This is the biggest thing they do for their year. They reset after this. So this is their WrestleMania to have Jordan Grace and Masha Slamovich taking on one another for the respective belts in the companies they're in, with Masha being the one who beat her for the TNA Knockouts Championship. But JC Jane, a lot of people, transitional champion, paper champion. She took it off of Vaquera so she can go up. She can just make her ascent to the main roster. Everything you could say under the sun. I've heard it all. We've all seen what everyone's written. And she's just there keeping it warm until someone else comes and takes it off her, and creative makes sense. So this was tough because I feel like the swerve would be at the end of the day. It's not a spoiler because we're not doing Slammiversary stuff. I feel like Slamovich is going to win regardless, because we have Trick Williams running around NXT and on WWE programming with the TNA World Championship. Who better person than Masha to be running around with 2 women's belts? Again, not unified. It's still, but it puts Masha on now NXT programming for a couple months, just like Trick has been doing. She's an amazing. If you ever watch TNA, you don't know who Masha Slamovich is. Go watch some video. Go watch some film. The woman can go. She's amazing at ring. She's obviously very kind of a bigger girl. She can go off the top rope and outside of the ring. She's technical. She's she's amazing. There's a reason why they put the belt on her off of Jordan. With all that being said, I got to go with Jordan Grace. I just feel like that's the match you want to see in Slammiversary. It's going to put butts in the seats. People are going to tune in and watch that. TNA and AEW, you still got to buy your pay-per-views there. It's not $5.99 on Peacock. So I think Jordan Grace wins here in an amazing match. I don't want to play anything away from Jacy Jayne. I think she goes out on her back, but very, very in a well-done match. Clean. I think it's just the two of them and Jordan letting her get a lot of offense in. But at the end of the day, the Juggernaut walks out NXT Women's Champion over on NXT. Jesse B, your thoughts. Who's walking out champion?
I think your reasoning behind Jordan Grace winning makes a lot of sense to put her and Slamovich up against each other again. I just think that's the money match there, is to put those two up against each other. So I'm going to take Jordan Grace.
All right. 2 for 2. Lady Alpha, who's walking out? NXT Women's Champion.
Jordan Grace.
Hey.
I didn't even hesitate.
Well, I thought about it because it's like so many people are just trashing on JC, man. And I'm like, man, I just feel like they could probably maybe do a swerve. I don't know. But Slamovich would kill her, man.
Taking her out of the equation. This is Jordan's time.
Absolutely.
You know, Stephanie was kind of like, I don't want to use the term in her way, but I think
she was in her way. She was in her way.
She needed Stephanie to leave before she could really soar. And I think this is her time. So I do have her down to win.
So let's fast forward. Let me get both your picks real quick. I don't know how much TNA you both watch. Obviously, I'm a very avid watcher of the product. Who's walking out? It's Slamovich. It's Jordan Grace. Title versus title. Who's walking out? 2 belts. Who's walking out? Jesse B.
Jordan
gets both belts. Oh, takes it from Slamovich again. Oh, okay. Lady Alpha.
I'm actually not all that familiar with the TNA.
That's fine. That's fine. No, it's fine. I asked. It's fine. No worries. That's okay.
I'm a fan of Joe Hendry, but that's as far as my knowledge goes with TNA. And it's usually because he's on NXT. But when he came, the way he handled his WrestleMania debut, I fell in love. The man is just a treasure.
Joe Hendry's awesome shit, man. He is awesome. I love him. He's good people. I don't know. For me, I'm looking again. I like that it's tit for tat with this partnership, right? Trick Williams is running around, Trick NT. Like it is just total. It's just I feel like Masha is the one to have both belts. Obviously, giving it back up at some point. Maybe she has a SummerSlam match. Maybe they run it back. They're probably gonna run it back at Heatwave. But Jordan chasing back and being like, she took it from her, and now she takes it from Jordan. Like she gets Jordan again. And now anyone knows, if you watch UFC, if you watch any kind of fights, everyone knows the trilogy is always the most important. So Jordan gets her one more time with the NXT belt on the line. They have all this history, and Jordan gets to win it on a big stage and this and that. But it's just staying with Evolution. We all have Jordan walking out of there. So I like it. Awesome stuff. And now here's the wild card, I guess, because there's no set competitor, no set winner. The Evolution Women's Battle Royal. There's a lot of names, a lot of returns. I've talked to Big Mike about it. I've talked about it on my shorts. I can't. I'm all here for bringing back the goats. I'm a big Trish Stratus fan. I love myself some Lita. Bring back Melina, Michelle McCool. I don't. Layla L, good friend of the show. Shout out to Layla. How you doing? Bring them all back. But you cannot give this win to someone who has been here 20 years ago. You cannot do it. This is Evolution is exactly the name of it. This needs to be the old and the new, with the new taking the torch and running with it. Anyone that watches NXT, anyone that follows me knows I'm a huge fan of one person in particular in the women's division over on NXT. And that one person is Jada Parker. She's been in the women's division for a long time as far as NXT title for the women's defeated. L. This, I think, is the one time with this many people involved, not putting anyone over or burying anybody. I think this is the one where finally Jada Parker gets her shot, gets a win here, and wins the Battle Royal with a guaranteed women's title shot over in Perth for Clash in Paris. I apologize, wrong P. So I have Jada Parker winning this belt. So I have a two-part question. I'm going to go to you two ladies, being Evolution. Who do you think is going to win? And who's the one return that you'd like to see come back in this Battle Royal? Jesse B, I'll start with you.
So I honestly think they're gonna do something stupid and like give it to Nikki Bella or something. I really think they're gonna do something stupid.
The door's out.
And they're gonna do that.
Oh, stop. Nikki Bella. Come on. Okay.
Isn't the door the other way?
I don't care where it is. Go. Go. Don't be cute. Don't be cute because you've been here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because you know she's been. No. Lady Alpha, I don't know if you know, Jessie was in Massachusetts. She came here for a live show, so she thinks she knows what my office looks like. She's like, the door's that way. Whatever. Okay. Find the you know what this way too is? The window. You can go that way too. Get out. Either way. I don't care. Jesus. Nikki Bella.
I'm not saying that I want that to happen.
Oh,
I just have a funny feeling
Don't
that
even
it's going to be something like that.
Oh, God. All right. Anyway, door, window. However you want to see yourself out. Great. All right, so Nikki Bella wins. Who would you want to see return as far as whether past, present? Who would you want to see get their ass in that Battle Royal and Evolution?
AJ.
Yes, I think that's you and a million people watching. Yes,
AJ.
please. AJ Lee, man, bring her back. I love it. Awesome. Okay, Lady Alpha, who do you got winning? Who do you want to see make their triumphant return to the Battle Royal and Evolution?
Winning, I have the Dark Angel. Stephanie
Really?
McClure. Yeah. I think they're going. They've strapped a rocket to her back. Gosh, why can't I talk today?
No, you're not wrong. Oh my god, I was telling these guys on Raw. She came out for main event. As soon as the horns came up, the place went nuts. Like it was CM Punk, bro. The place was wild. I'm sorry. Go ahead, but she's over.
Yeah, she's been strapped to a rocket, so they are going to give her the title shot in Clash in Paris. So that's
I like
yeah.
it. That's a good
and
call.
I love that idea because I'm a real big fan of hers.
She's amazing. She's amazing what she does. Man.
She is.
I like it.
As for who I would like to come back, I have to pass on that one too because I'm not really familiar with anyone beyond China. And China can't come back.
Obviously, yeah, no, of course. No, I think AJ Lee has got to be the move here. They were opening up they just put a bunch of her videos on the vault in WWE, and I'm like, bro, can you be any more obvious? Like they've been teasing it for so long. At some point, Phil's got to go home and be like, just do one appearance. Like they don't want you to come back full time. Just come back and do one pop and get the check. Like. And of course, he's gonna say some stupid shit when he comes out on Raw the next night. Like, but anyway, I would love an AJ Lee return. She is in a phenomenal shape. She's built like a house, bro. She is in phenomenal shape. Is that Luna? Mm-hmm. That's not Luna. Luna's the dog. Tank. That was Tank. I saw it quick. I was like, who the hell is that? But yeah, AJ
the
Lee.
The
I
fluffy
agree with
one
that.
is Tank. Here's Luna.
Awesome. That's got some chair shot sports. Regardless, I think we're going to see Lita. Obviously, well, she's in a match, so you're not going to see Trish, but you're going to see a lot of other people come back, which I'm here for, man. I love it. I would hope to see Layla L. I asked her, and she just sent me a smiley face, and I'm like, I hate you. Because that means no, yes, and no. She's not going to tell me either way. So I'm excited for that. Awesome. So the Battle Royal is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see who's going to win that. Moving on, sticking with, obviously, the rest of the matches are all our championships, obviously, besides one. But Bayley, Becky, and Lyra for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. This match is fire. They did such a great job on SmackDown with it. I'm sorry, last Raw with it. Furthering it this past Raw in Providence. All three getting in the ring. The Bayley Lyra dissension. Obviously, Becky feeding into that. Being a triple threat. And SummerSlam 3.5 weeks away. My thought process says whoever loses, they're out. And the whoever doesn't get pinned gets to come back out on Netflix on Monday. You didn't pin me, so I guess I'll see you in 3 weeks at SummerSlam. With that being said, I think Becky retains. Lyra, unfortunately, takes the L, and I love Lyra Vacaria, man. I was such a huge fan. Followed her since NXT. She's finally getting over with the crowds now live here up on the brand, but unfortunately, Bayley Becky is the match a lot of us want to see. And obviously, if Becky does win at SummerSlam, we'll talk about that in our predictions in a couple of weeks. Lyra is number one with a bullet in line to take on Bayley. But I have Becky going over here and pinning Lyra. I don't need you guys to talk about who gets pinned, but I think Lyra gets the pin here. And at SummerSlam, night 1 or 2, you see Becky and Bayley going one-on-one for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. So I have Becky winning here. What are your guys' thoughts? Lady F, I'll start with you.
I have Bayley.
I like it.
She's trying to get the Grand Slam back that they took from her when they created 2 new belts.
Yep, I need one more.
Yeah, and I feel like she should have had it before now. She should have been the inaugural winner. I thought that would have been a nice gesture, considering she has to keep running for that Grand Slam after she's already achieved it. But I think they're gonna give it to Bayley.
I like that. All right, I like it. Bayley, Becky, Jesse B. What are your thoughts? Who's walking out winner?
So I'm also gonna go with Bayley on this one, and I also agree that Lyra takes the pin. That's gonna set up fuel for Becky to come out on Monday and be like, "You didn't pin me. That's still my belt. I didn't lose anything. I lost nothing." So Becky is going to be the one to lose the belt. Bayley's going to win it. Lyra's going to take the pin, and that's going to set up Becky and Bayley at SummerSlam. So same theory as yours, just on a different path.
I like it. No, it's good. It's good. Awesome. I like it. Obviously, hopefully it's on night 2. We'll see what happens. But if it's night 1, is what it is. I get to still watch it on TV. So I'm going to go into this match before we talk about the 2 championship matches on Raw and SmackDown. Jade Cargill, Naomi, in a no-holds-barred match. This match, I think, is going to be one that kind of is a sneaky good match that really kind of steals the show. Jade has gotten so much better in the middle of that ring in the past 6 months. Naomi is a force in that ring, and this new character, what she's been doing has been amazing. I love what Naomi has become with this character. For those of you who don't know, this is Naomi's probably last run in WWE. She's looking to start a family with John after this run. So obviously when she is champion, that run, when that's over, and good for her. She's done such a great job in WWE, TNA, back in WWE. So amazing diva, amazing women's wrestler. With this match, though, there's more behind it for my pick. I'll save that for when we get to the main event of how I think that's going to go down. But in this match, I cannot see the Queen of the Ring losing this match. And nothing against Naomi, but Jade Cargill walks out with a win here. And I'm going to talk about more why I think that's my pick moving into the main event. But Jade Cargill gets a win here. It's going to be not easily earned. Naomi's going to give her money's worth. These 2 women are going to go crazy spots. But I got Jade walking out as a winner. Jesse B, I'll start with you. Who wins the no-holds-barred match against Jade and Naomi?
I'm going to go with Naomi on this one. Naomi has been wanting to get that revenge on Jade for a while. She hates her guts. It's going to fuel that fire. But it did put some thoughts into my head as to the main event. It could be that Jade wins and Naomi cashes in later on because she's pissed off about taking an L.
Exactly. Thank you. Can you tell Tate to calm down? Jesus, he's going nuts back there.
He's chasing his tail. There is no getting him to stop. I just let him do it. Everybody else gets all up in arms about it and tells him to quit. I'm like, he'll stop eventually. Just leave him alone.
Just let him tire himself out.
He'll hit his head on stuff. This dog is dumb.
Damn, man.
Just
come on, brother.
He goes.
I'm crying.
Chasing that tail. He doesn't realize it's attached to him.
Oh my God.
He's a dumbass.
Oh, I'm crying.
A lovable dumbass, but he's a dumbass nonetheless.
I can't. Awesome.
But
you
I'm
have
gonna go with Naomi.
Naomi walking out. Awesome. Lady Alpha,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts?
Well, actually, I'm gonna. I had the same similar thought that Jess did, although I'm. Well, what she just said, not her pick, but I picked Jade. But I think what's going to happen is this match is obviously going to be before the main event.
Mm-hmm.
And so Jade's going to, or Naomi's taking the L in that match, and it's going to piss her off, but it's also going to fuel her. Well, what is the one thing that Jade wants? What is Jade after now? Oh, she's after that title. So Naomi cash in, take the title, and say, "I got it. I got something you want. Come and get it."
And that sets up SummerSlam.
That's SummerSlam, exactly. I like it. All right. We'll talk a little bit more when we get into the main event. And again, it can either be 1-1A, but if it's a cash in, I feel like if Tiffany and Trish are the main event, I feel like the cash in is everything. And not taking anything away from Rhea or Io, but if they're the co and Tiffany's one, then I feel like it's a foregone conclusion. But we'll start with the Raw World Women's Championship. We got Io Sky. We have Rhea Ripley going 1-on-1 for that title. I had Raquel here, and I'm like, it makes a lot of sense going to SummerSlam. But then I take a look at we have to look at the rest of the card, right? And how WWE likes the long-term storytelling and weave everyone into in and out of everyone's story. So if we're true as far as Raquel and Rox losing belts, and now they're pissed off, Raquel's mad. Obviously, Raquel got knocked out of the Queen of the Ring qualifying. She wasn't able to win her match. I think in this match, Rhea and Io, I think Raquel or somebody from Judgment Day gets involved and costs Rhea her opportunity, and Io retains her match walking into SummerSlam. No against who, I can't tell you that much. Not long-term booking, that storytelling that much, but I think if they do lose the tag belts, Raquel or Rox is that pissed off about it, where they're like, well, shit, she cost. I'm not going to let her get the belt. Like, damn, now I don't have a belt. She's not getting one. Raquel kind of cost Rhea her title match. Io walks out. Still your Raw Women's Champion, and obviously rolling her into SummerSlam night 1 or 2. So I have Io winning. Lady Alpha, your thoughts? Who's walking out Raw Women's World Heavyweight Champion?
Rhea. I have Rhea. I
that
bet
doesn't work for me, brother.
Well, I think, as I said last night, I've noticed that WWE seems to be trying to wrap up a lot of stories.
Mm-hmm.
And Rhea has never beat Io.
Nope, never.
So that is kind of her story. This beating Io would bring that to
Finish
a
her
close.
story.
Yeah. Finish her story, and I'm sorry, I just got a chill, so I'm shivering. It's like
It's fine.
So yeah, that Rhea's closing out her story, and beginning a new story with a new title run.
All right, I like it. Okay, we got some Rhea thoughts. All right, Jesse B, Io, Rhea, who's the champion when we tune in on Monday Night on Raw?
Sadly, I think Io is going to lose her belt, and Rhea is going to walk out the champion.
On Island, baby, I love it.
I just think it's because it's Evolution, and Rhea Ripley is such a big deal that they're going to give it to Rhea Ripley.
Makes a lot of sense.
Not that I'm saying I want to see Rhea Ripley win it again. I just think that the venue that they're doing it in.
Mm-hmm.
Not like the place, but the event that they're doing it on.
Yeah.
They're going to give it to Rhea. She's the bigger deal.
No, I agree. As I said, I just, you know me. I always do the conspiracy. Let's run it around to 3 more pay-per-views and let's spin it around to 5 for the people. So that's kind of it. But it probably is Rhea walking out of there. But to Io walk out of there and someone else get involved and Rhea kind of be like, what the hell? Her have to go through other people to get another title shot. But yeah. No, I like the picks. It makes a lot of sense. Aaron loves wrestling jumping in, man. Yo, what you always come in for the main event, my man. For those of you who don't know, Aaron, a huge AEW fan, is actually heading down to Texas to be there live for All In. So very, very excited to hear his correspondence from down there. But boots on the ground, Aaron. Excited for that. So that's the Raw Championship. SmackDown main event: Tiffany Stratton, Trish Stratus, first time contending for a championship in 18 years. Handpicked by Tiffany Stratton to take her on at Evolution. Trish Stratus being one of the GOATs of the business, that one of the founding fathers and hands in getting Evolution started back when it first was incepted as a pay-per-view. I think this match is going to be better than what we think it is. Those two, I'm sure, are training very, very well with each other to tell a hell of a story. Obviously, they've tagged together in Toronto, and now they're doing things one-on-one. Trish has said she has not been a champion in front of her kids. Would love to have a title and be a champion for them and win a championship in front of the crowd and all that other stuff. So here goes the conspiracy theory going back to the Naomi and Jade match. You guys probably you both have hit on it. I've said on it. I've talked about it on YouTube. Jade wins. Naomi goes on tilt. She's pissed off. She's not walking out of Evolution with an L, incensed that she is like still a loser, and it was from Jade. I think someone gets involved here with Tiffany and Trish. I think it's something that builds into SummerSlam. I think someone like Nia Jax, somebody gets involved on the behalf to help to like hurt Tiffany, distracts her. Trish gets a 1-2-3, Stratisfaction, what have you. However it happens, Trish gets a 1-2-3, is a winner, celebrating. Yay! Everyone's happy, cool. The crowd's going nuts because you get the nostalgia factor. Everything's awesome. Everything's going crazy. Whether it's Tiffany, Nia, somebody getting in that ring, hurting Trish, knocking her out, just putting her incapacitated in the middle of the ring. Here comes the music, whether it's music or not. Nia runs down, has a briefcase, has a referee, cashes in on Trish Stratus. There's a lot of music. Woo, man, that's loud. Okay, so with that being said, so I think.
Sorry, I was just letting the dogs out.
No, it's fine. I couldn't even hear myself talk. It's okay. So Trish is the champion. The music hits. Naomi walks down with a briefcase and a referee. Cashes in. Becomes your champion. This sets up, obviously, SummerSlam, night 1 or 2, what have you. Now, like you ladies have just already said, Naomi's like, look what I have. Come and get it. Naomi, what happened at Evolution? Naomi lost to Jade already in the singles match. A belt does nothing to change that. Jade is obviously has the upper hand, is the better person, the better competitor. Naomi's going to need backup. She needs help. She can't win this match on her own against someone like Jade, and she realizes that. This is where we're going to see, whatever night it happens, 1 or 2, Bianca Belair comes down. You think it's to be someone to help Jade and be a friend. It's going to be her aligning herself with Naomi, the heel turn we've been clamoring for months from Bianca Belair. The heel turn comes. She aligns herself with Naomi. An awesome tag team, which could probably go for the tag belts if you really want to be honest about it. Really throw some spice into the tag division, which we've talked about. Bianca Belair comes down. Jade's like, oh my God, thank you. Does something to affect her. Naomi walks out of SummerSlam, still your women's champion on SmackDown, and now Bianca, Naomi are in cahoots. They weren't before, they are now. That's how SummerSlam. Those two walk out of there, and then going to Friday, the SmackDown after is going to be amazing with the speech we're going to get from Bianca against Jade. That's how I book it. That's how I think all the losses, the wins, and everything going down ends up getting down with as far as the cash in and stuff like that. So with all that being said, Trish, Tiffany, your thoughts, Jesse B.
Yeah, I definitely think Naomi's cashing in on this one. And I think the only way that it would make sense is for Trish to win and then lose. Because you got to at first I was thinking, Trish is going to come in. She's going to do the thing. She's going to put her over. She's going to put Tiffany over. But the more we've talked about things tonight, the more it's changed my thought process that the only way it would make sense for Naomi to cash in is if Trish wins.
Exactly.
Is if Trish wins. And then that sets up the trilogy of Naomi and Jade at SummerSlam.
Yep. And like I said, I think that the the caveat of all of this is Naomi, like I said, is like, I can't afford to lose to her again. I don't have a briefcase to cash in if I do. And here comes Bianca to save the day. Sight, Nana. And she helps Naomi, and there we go with the heel turn we've been wanting for a long time. All right, Lady Alpha, that's it. SmackDown Women's Championship. Trish, Tiff, bring us home. Who's walking out champion?
I have Tiffany winning, but like I said last night, I don't see her walking away with the belt because I have a feeling Naomi is going to cash in, but I'm kind of lost how I explained it before. I did. I can't remember exactly how.
It's okay.
So, but to me, I see something like catastrophic, and both of the women are down in the ring, and here comes, they count out or something where Tiffany retains, something to that, or disqualification perhaps because Nia got involved, and then Naomi cashes in on Tiffany.
So either way, you have Naomi cashing in then. Whether it's Tiffany or Naomi's cashing. I think we all can agree. I think.
Well, we're not. This is this is basically a kind of prediction, but not really a prediction. Because
hey, that's what we're here for. Listen,
I was wrong the first time I tried doing that with the Seth because I thought he was going to cash in right away because he's that's his whole thing is getting to the top and having the power, and why not? But I was wrong, and I could be wrong this time. So
listen, that's why we do the shows. Listen, that's why we're here. That's why we play the game. Eventually, we got to get it right. Awesome. But I think this weekend again, all three of these shows, along with the programming from AEW All In, I think if you're a wrestling fan, this is a great weekend to eat. It's a huge buffet from all three, the ladies, the men's, NXT, AEW, all of it. So I'm very, very excited to see all that stuff going on. And again, thank you to you two young ladies. Thank you, ladies. Appreciate you coming in. It was kind of a short notice. I wanted to get it in. And that's, obviously 3 shows is definitely a lot to talk about. So I was like, let's just talk all at once. So, but I appreciate it. I know obviously Lady Alpha over here doing double duty just did her thing last night. So
hey, no problem. Awesome. I'm enjoying it.
No problem. I always appreciate you having on as always. Awesome. So before we get out of here, for those that don't know, Jesse B, where can everyone find you when you're not over here doing predictions about WWE and all that other good stuff in AEW? Where can we find you on the socials?
Well, you can find me on the socials on X at Jess Skywalker 10. You can find me on TikTok at JessieB1705. And then every Wednesday night following Dynamite, me and John Anthony do the lowdown on Monday nights with the run-in, or not the run-in, the rundown. That's a different show. That's the latest thing. I didn't take my afternoon Adderall. It's not clicking right now.
Your brain's all over the place.
It always is. But that's where you can find me.
Beautiful. Awesome. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Lady Alpha, for those that don't know who you are, where can we find you on social media?
X.
Wow.
There.
That's so easy. X. That's it.
Lady
baby.
Alpha KK at that's it. That's really all the only place I'm active right now. So
one-stop shop, baby. You heard it. On X, follow this young lady. Let's go. Awesome. And for myself, you all know me. I'm John Anthony, man. You can find me on Mondays and Fridays doing the Raw Rundown, the SmackDown Shakedown, doing Talking TNA on Thursdays, and also over exclusively on BodySlam.net doing Weekend Wrestling. Check out our new show next Tuesday, the NXT Rewind, by myself and Mike Norton over at the Mob Squad. But more importantly, to catch all of this, prediction shows, whatever we do, myself, Jesse B, Big Mike, Spedrock, and also kicking out of 2, Mike and Tori. You got to like, comment, subscribe, do the thing, guys. Hit that notification bell, give us a subscribe. And for the 240 people that are in here right now, if you liked everything we talked about, you liked everything you saw, do me a big favor, drop me a comment, and also to hit the thumbs up button. It helps us immensely in the algorithm with YouTube. It would help all of us that are here in the media group, all the creators that you see on the screen, and everyone else as well. So it helps all of us collectively. So Awesome, man. Good stuff, ladies. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And for those of you that don't know, following us in about another 20 minutes, you can catch them on Twitch right now behind the scenes. You can catch Big Rock. Wow, I put the two together. I mixed them up. Big Mike and Sped Rock. You can catch them over on Twitch right now with the behind the scenes of the run-in. And obviously at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, you can catch the run-in podcast where they're going to talk about everything you want to know but are afraid to ask about the smorgasbord of wrestling coming up this upcoming weekend. Here on X and on YouTube, everything Cherry Shot Sports. So, ladies, thank you so much. I appreciate it as always, and we will definitely get together after all these shows are done, and we will collectively check out our picks and see who got closest to going perfect. So, I'm excited for it.
Thank you.
So for Jesse B, no, thank you. For Jesse B, for Lady Alpha, I'm John Anthony, guys. Enjoy this weekend. Enjoy all of it. We'll catch all of you Friday night for the SmackDown Shakedown.